Am I just weak? No. What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. It's been an ongoing project since last year, August, and this car has been sitting ever since. Reasonably, the battery is dead. Don't worry about this part. This is for the last video. By the time you see this video, this is already finished. Now, back to what matters to this video. This is where the battery's at. This is the passenger side trunk area. Essentially, you have to remove some of the panels that sits around here. I believe this one was sitting right here. Yep. So there are some 10mm nuts that you need to remove. Plastic ones like this. One down here, one here, one here. And also, if you wonder how I'm gonna remove it if I don't have the tool, well, this one comes with a car. Literally in the toolbox, you can just turn it around. This is a 10mm socket, built-in socket in the back. BMW knew you were gonna have to replace the battery or work on it by yourself. How thoughtful. So yeah, to remove the battery is fairly simple, just a whole bunch of 10mm. Remove the brace first. You don't have to completely loosen the nut. I mean, you don't have to completely take off the nut. Just loosen it, that should be enough. There's this little thing. Just unplug it, and you should be able to remove the battery like this. Am I just weak? No. Oh. Okay, I thought I was just weak. There's one more bolt that I need to remove. Down there, there's a 13mm. There's even a little opening for your socket extension. All right, so this is the main character for today. This is the BMW's AGM battery. Comparing to the regular battery, the upfront cost is a lot higher. I wouldn't say a lot higher. It's a little higher on this one. From Bosch, however you pronounce it, $300. There's a smaller one for $163, but supposedly, yeah, this one should last a lot longer than regular battery. The only reason mine is dead is because I made a mistake. I didn't expect the car, had to be parked for this long. So, yeah, had to pay for the price, pay for my mistake.
A few moments later.
Since I've already popped the positive size cover, I can just connect that one. And then negative side, and this should lit the car up. There it is. Now you hear it. The infamous BMW bong. And then don't forget about this connector that we disconnected earlier. OBDLink, just about this. This is supposed to be able to allow me to code or register a new battery. Don't mind this corner. I just finished wiring the headlights not too long ago. I like the texture, this is really nice. So, assuming you are installing the same capacity battery as before, you click register new battery. Does the capacity and type of new battery installed match the type of capacity of the replaced battery? I say yes. The following preconditions have to be met in order to register the battery. Engine off, ignition on, no air stored in the engine control unit. Let's see if I can register. Battery registered successfully. Cool. And once you finish that, your new battery is ready to go. Now, if you did change the capacity of your battery, you will have to go to Bimmercode, go to front engine control module, and then hit battery type. Over here, you are able to change your battery type. This new battery I got from AutoZone was actually a 95 AH AGM battery. But after doing some research, it seems like I can just keep it as a 90 AH AGM. It is always better to not overcharge your battery, because if you select a 105 and your battery is only 95, you are risking damaging the battery and end your battery's life prematurely. So if you change your battery to a different capacity one, make sure to code your battery first before you register it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.